We were in a band, my husband and I. He did drums, I did marimba. Right after COVID, we started doing live streams as a band. When we moved here, we knew we were going to be dependent upon internet for our livelihood in various ways. I thought I was covered based on the searches and the prior owner's situation. We quickly realized we did not have the bandwidth to do that, and so things scaled way back. I had all the different companies come out that serve this area. Some of them flat out just told me no. Some of them were willing to come out and do a speed test, and I kept getting denied. You can't make money from home when you don't have the technology and the software to do it. And that was really important as a musician because you want to work around it so that you can still make an income, and we pretty much stopped live streaming altogether. We just couldn't do it.
And I had constituents tell me that they were driving, to McDonald's parking lot, they were going to Starbucks, which isn't terrible, but you shouldn't have to do that, especially if you're paying for service. And that's the thing, a lot of people were. Whitley County definitely needed an upgrade.
Whitley County was, as ground zero, needed about 4 million feet of fiber. There had been a long line of people come through and companies come through, with ideas of how they were going to solve the problem. We were in the initial phases seen as just another, people with ideas and no follow through. So we wanted to show them that we were actual follow through people.
Yeah, well, for one, we believe that broadband is a great equalizer, and regardless of where you choose to live, we want to make sure that everybody gets connected. In Whitley County, we had made a big investment into various communities, including Columbia City and Churubusco, and so it was a natural extension to extend that out and reach the community.
So Whitley County is very rural. There's a lot of underserved or not served residents. So we're very excited about the opportunity. So you kind of expect going into some of these meetings that they're going to be as excited as you are. So what we found is that wasn't quite the case.
I read something that SURF was trying to get some funds from the county. And so I started attending those meetings, advocating for that. That did not pan out, unfortunately, and I was very frustrated with that.
Even when they were denied funding from our council, they didn't leave with a bad attitude. They still wanted to do business with us because they understood the need. And then obviously other grant dollars were coming out.
We became aware of a program called the Indiana Connectivity Program, and the residents actually have to apply for the program. So what we decided to do strategically is to approach groups of homeowners in areas where we thought we could make a project work, encourage them to sign up for the program so we can connect a whole region of people.
We were the largest winner of ICP in the history of the program, and that was in large part due to individualized events that we had throughout Whitley County.
And honestly, if it weren't for SURF helping these people do that and holding specific locations and places where people in need could go and, hey, how do I do this? How do I sign my own address up for this? We would not have gotten to where we are.
Even with that approach, and even with a $4,800 subsidy per home, we were still $1.1 million short of being able to make the project happen. And that's where we finally said, hey, let's go for it. Let's do this as a test case to see if we can make a difference in rural Whitley County, and it was very successful.
We got a big win when the county met recently and actually voted in favor for tax abatement for SURF so we could continue building out rurally from here forward using some grant funding.
And they kept showing up and being very respectful, and everything that they said that they were going to do, they've done.
I think to a person at SURF, we enjoy engaging with the people that we serve, and we like being able to solve that problem.
People now can work from home, do e-learning, they can worship from home. So it's about elevating the entire community. It's not just about getting people connected, it's a whole lot more than that.
If this had not happened, my son would not have an opportunity to do video work that he's pursuing right now. My husband would not be able to live stream, and I wouldn't have the opportunity to do online notarizations or any kind of work from home, really.
When you get to stand in the yard or in the home of a first connected customer, a family that's been starving for high-speed broadband but never had it before, and all of a sudden you can celebrate that with them, that just really kind of brings it home for me as to why we do what we do.
If you had to describe this process in one word, what would you use?
Epic. Epic in the classic definition. It's a long, immense, profound journey.